Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Here for the Udyr. I think that Morgan has been a huge uptick for Bro in their more recent matches. I think that the matchup against Dudu really did help his confidence a lot.
Yeah.
And so has been playing a whole lot better, being able to find some of that aggression that we don't necessarily associate with Morgan as a player. Gideon going to be starting off these bubs. Full vision available to T1, so they know exactly.
Cells be limited by the 3-ban agenda. You can choose to ban more.
This is the thing, but sometimes you just don't find it. I've seen this play before, though. There's the flash out of the seismic shove. Nicely done. Two isolated 1v1s, though, and there's the Dawning Shadow. That's going to keep Guon alive. But still, Faker is going to go down. A trade of mid laners, but first blood goes to T1. I'll tell you business. We're not just going to start it off. We're going to wait until we're, tiptoeing around the neutral to try and get it going. As Gideon going to get in there. He has snared himself, though. Crescent Guard comes down. That should mitigate a lot. Empress Divide does absolutely nothing. And there's the Devour to save Guon. And now he dives back in. The Dragon gets angry, but it does not matter at all. T1 are destroying them, and Guon popping off in this fight. He finds the resets. And, oh dear.
Oh man, everything that could go wrong for Bro there went wrong.
Now,
honestly,
Morgan's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
The rest of it definitely did all go wrong, though.
But the confidence, I mean, the fact that they have go and then just keep on going, the confidence to go back in there was great. And T1, the game felt, I think Palu's just dead.
Well, he's going to twist it advance, and then Carrier is going to get the kill. We got a battle here on the top side of the map. Gideon, can you make your way in? As he doesn't. Gets knocked up there. Oh, now he's going to try and turn it, but Carrier's going to turn up as well. Looking for the opportunity. Guon turns up in the nick of time as well. They do get their prize, but they'll have to sacrifice 2 for it. And Carrier's starting to get more and more fed.
I'm not sure at what point exactly it happened, but there's some point in the game where Bro regretted.
Well,
giving all to Carrier.
Morgan has joined that.
Yeah, no longer is Morgan unblemished.
No, I should just really understand that
whenever
you're here, it's going to be Chemtech Soul.
I'm going to say, this is pretty good for Bro in terms of they really didn't want it to be a more impactful Soul.
That's true.
So maybe they just keep giving up dragons until their dragon is a dragon.
Oh, and then we can pretend that it was...
I honestly think, like we talk about the center, and I know we've said, well, it's also about enabling the Tahm Kench. But man, this Tahm Kench has been so frustrating.
Yeah.
This game, it just feels like countless plays have just been shut down.
It's like everyone's enabling everybody else as well. So it's like Tahm Kench enables Guon to be hyper aggressive, as now Gideon has found Zeus, but Carrier has found both of them. And he's just walking. Look at how menacing he is. Doesn't have Devour up and available, but he also cannot die no matter what they do. And there goes the tree. Polo going to be taken down here. Gideon in trouble as Morgan. He thought he had the safety of an inner turret. He does not. Carrier does not care about that damage at all. They will be able to take this one at 17 minutes.
And maybe they'll expect to do a lot more there. He's like, I've got him.
He does have a lot of armor. And you'd think that having armor against someone throwing rocks at you would be a nimble gentleman on this Udyr, so he is going to be able to get out of the way.
Carrier has ascended to his final form, which is now being a solo laner for T1.
Yep. All right, Karis, they're looking for it, but the flash is going to come on through. I don't know about that one, but the Devour is going to be there. The amount of endless bailing out that they have available to them is absurd.
I'm honestly legitimately very impressed that Bro even got 2 kills at this point. Gold lead, though. Oh, they're making a play!
All right, looking for it. Zeus has been attacked here. Morgan is losing out on the battle, but he has buddies that are turning up. Polo's there, Envy's there. Everyone is on their way, and I think everyone might be necessary as Zeus is just trying to take matters in his own hands. He picks up 1. Is it going to be more? Oh my, I was getting World's flashbacks there, ladies and gentlemen. He goes 1 for 1, though, in the 1 versus 5, and they get themselves Chemtech Soul.
Sometimes you wonder, did they really need 5?
Not have lost 1 if they brought 6.
Yeah.
So next time they should consider that. As T1 just walk on over towards this Baron. Another teleport going to be used, this time from Morgan. who does need to run all the way around if he wants to get in here. Gideon on top of Gumayushi right now, but the snare does come through. Keria gets over the wall. The Dragon gets mad, and Keria almost in execute range. Oh, the seismic shove! Oh, the double! So good, and he just eats the Dragon, and now he's not gonna die. It's a triple kill for this guy's Tom Kench, and then he gets back in there to tank up the Baron.
What is going on?
You can just write in the POG now if you like.
He just ate. He just able to finish this game. Oh, we are gonna get the replay.
Yep, his Keria's perspective
Do.
is just going in.
나 괜찮아, 나 안 죽어.
I'm good, I'm not dying. That's what he just says. I'm fine. That was the point where I was like, he's probably dead. But no.
펜타.
Penta, he wanted the Penta!
미안. 죄송합니다.
Oh, and Guwon's saying sorry.
Great moment, but I think, bro, I just, the 14k gold lead, I think it's just an unstoppable force at this point.
Yeah, no, it's and it has been for quite some time. Zeus looking for a bit of an angle here. Faker dives in. Whoa, that was so much damage. And
they nearly,
inhibitor does go down.
Nearly forced Keria to press R again and save his mid laner. Against the champions, the Bro have to stack it up on the Smolder.
Okay, Keria is diving in to 4 people. Will he take a damage? The answer is kind of no. Right now, Seismic Shove does come back. The Weaver's Wall brings Faker in there. Look at Keria's health bar. It's full again. In goes Zeus. That was a jump scare. Yes, I would have done exactly that, Envy. Dawning Shadow comes down. The Dragon, I think, did something that I didn't really notice. And Guwon, he's going to turn into the enemy jungler and just start resetting all the way through. Emperor's Divide gets 3 onto the fountain, and Keria is going to die. That is how you do it.
The fountain laser.
I was just about to say, I think the only way he could overextend is by walking into the enemy fountain, and then by Jove, it happened.
That was the secret weapon this whole time. Needs to see if he can. Oh no.
Oh dear. There were some rocks, stray rocks on the ground. However, Faker is going to go down. Karras goes golden. Has he bought it? No, he hasn't. Gideon is up though, and now they're
a second.
Yeah.
Go in.
Just turned into Azir, decides he doesn't want to. They grab another one. Polo, it's his turn to try and defend this Nexus. It's not going to work out as Guwon says goodnight to the game. And he even has the Fnatic Flare supporting.
They want to lock a Gideon. A lot of pick potential with this composition, I think it goes without saying. And sure, if you see this game going to 30-40 minutes and they're even, I think Bro have a pretty strong comp, but is that going to happen?
Anna. And he's going back to base. I don't know, man.
Wasn't it this? Like a second.
And he's going to be able to go back. Does allow him to get himself a free walk back despite not having the teleport. So understandable entirely.
You know what I want to say? Karras is doing pretty okay in lane.
There we go.
Compared to his teammates.
Yeah, nailing it.
You know, 20 CS lead top and bot, but mid,
you are.
Chemtech, it's just any bad soul.
Yeah, it's just if it's non-interactive. It's now Envy doesn't have his spell shield. He's going to flash as Guwon gets lit on fire. Another minion wave is conga lining forward though, as Bubble going to be avoided. Now Faker comes down as well. Oh dear, there was that interaction you were talking about before and just punched. He had the spell shield back, and now Polu is just a little cat on a book and will be cut down by the culling. Minions left underneath the turret. They
flash closer. It's going to give less time before you can spell shield. Doesn't give you the opportunity to react.
Well, there's an all-out and a glacial prison. So Zeus should be going down here. Does flash the wall though, and never mind. He's Aatrox. He doesn't die in these situations. And now Morgan finds a Q. There's the knock-up. The permafrost is there. He gets so much of his health back, and now Faker gets enough time to turn up. And so Zeus once again is the noble sacrifice, and T1 will then just clean up.
Yeah, and Faker making his presence known.
Whirlwind going to be used as Morgan gonna break the chains. Now goes for the all-out, but there's a teleport. Guwon's coming in as well. He's got the ulti, and he'll use it on top of Gideon right now. He has the glacial prison, so Faker delayed a little bit, but it does not matter. This Sejuani is well and truly dead, and Morgan is not going to be left up as well. Karras is just, he's like, oh, no, this isn't where I parked my car, and he will wander by. And get
He's there for the
turret.
farm,
He's
right?
there for the minions. He's like, don't mind me, just
healing. So the mandate's the big one.
Yep.
And this is really where the Lucian's going to start to
Oh, this is the moment of truth as well, Ox. Get the sausages in chat. As it's a Cloud. Oh, baby, redemption. Don't you worry. It's the best soul in the game. It could have been the worst. Instead, it was the best. Now, it couldn't have.
Really is.
And with a Nami as well, man, you'd be booking it.
The culling.
Oh, you'd be out. You're like a typewriter. It's crazy. Okay, well, go on. Gonna look for his opportunity. That's a great Emperor's Divide. I just don't know how much it actually matters as Faker was tanking the turret. That's gonna take him down.
Oh.
And the denting blows. Guon is just gonna tank this turret and die. And that's a double for Gideon. Big mistake here for T1 underneath the bottom outer turret, as now Gumayusi is looking for Envy here. They do have the ulti from the Yuumi, but she pops off and now she's dead. Oh, T1, can they finish the dive? Is Envy actually going to be okay? As Carrier thinks no. He does pop the shield, and now he's in between these turrets, and that is the 1v1. That's a dangerous Nami.
Stopped when they banned the center.
That aiming went for, actually, and did a lot of damage with. Just the classic crit.
Yeah.
And it works very nicely.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people talked about going like Kraken Navori as like the more tank shredder build.
Yeah. That's all right. They do find the Glacial Prison onto Faker, but there is so much keeping him alive. Emperor's Divide lands onto 2, but where is the damage here from the bros? Gideon's not actually taking very much of it as the all-out does come on through. The help with the turret was employed, but unneeded, as Guon will be taken down. It's a 1-for-1. Karis in trade, but now Gideon is going to face check. There's the bubble, and Gumayusi says goodnight. The fight is not over yet, as now Faker is going to bring this wave in, and Morgan nowhere to go. He's got his pet cat, and he decides he wants to take the 2v2 instead. Gumayusi is in melee range, but it looks like he doesn't really mind too much about it, as Polu is going to get blinged back. And that is the 3-for-1 in the end.
Seemed like a very weird play. Going very bad this game.
But it's not going as bad. Still feels not as bad.
It's an you know, you might be right, but it's an 8K gold. Here's the thing. It's the reason it's not as bad is because in the previous game they had Smolder, and they were against a center who scales really well. This is like a mid-game comp from T1.
Yeah, that's true. So this has to be happening right now as Gideon getting in amongst it, actually take... Oh, they catch Gumayusi! Great Emperor's Divide once again! But Envy is going to be the trade. Carrier doesn't get the bubble as now Faker wants to flick someone back in. Karis, he's got a little cat in a book though, and still offers a lot of damage, and he is 100% the main character of this pro roster right now. Emperor's Divide. This has been one of Karis's most impressive performances, even after their couple of victories. Over the Quantum Freaks is okay. Carrier going to get permafrosted, as Faker will find Gideon with that flick. And is he a tank? I'm not entirely sure. Carrier somehow staying alive for way too long, but now Karis is going to get in there. The Aatrox goes down, and Faker's like, nope, I'm all on my way out of this one.
Hey, this is looking better, you know? Got some shutdown. So cringe, so 5 games.
Yeah, it is pretty cringe. Well, Rift Herald going to be invested into this mid lane. T1 wanting to break it open, make the map as wide as possible. As bro, they have a lot of wave clear. Let's see how this one's going to go. The Vi going to crash on in here as there's the Weaver's Wall. Tidal Wave as well being a real problem. Envy with a good spell shield this time around. The final chapter does come on through. Good knock up there onto the Azir, but now Morgan finds everyone. Carrier going to be taken down. There's the all-out, but I don't know whether he really wanted to go over here. Faker able to take him down. Still, Guon is going to be left to the Wolves. And Gumayusi, can you actually stop them from just pushing through? And I think he won't be able to. That's a 2-for-1 trade just keep in favor of the Bros.
Just keep pushing till the Nexus at this point. just keep carrying.
Faking out. Will he be able to find a shove? Morgan walking pretty quickly on this Mountain Rift as Seismic Shove just going to be eaten there. But still, Morgan takes a large amount of damage.
Oh, there's a flanking Aatrox.
Well, Tidal Wave is going to be invested here as Envy. I don't know about that one. There is the Vi, manages to catch out the Sivir and Karis. The next one on the chopping block, and the flanking Aatrox is just going to come around and execute him. No more damage left. No more hope for Bro to stop this soul.
Yeah, and Polu wasn't actually even attached to Envy there, which was a bit interesting because the best friend buff was still on the Sivir, so more value to be gained there. But I guess maybe it was like, well, Karis' flash and Zonya's, maybe it was in protest, you know.
I don't know, but this is going to be a Baron going over to T1. The Cloud Soul already completed. Gideon wanting to try and threaten as Gumayusi just says no, please leave.
Yeah, Morgan will walk over and say, fine, you can have it.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yep.
But the Cloud Soul pretty big as well. A lot of movements. HP, and oh god, it's happening.
Yeah, this is the sandwich, the pincer movement. And Morgan is going for that back. He wants to teleport back in. The Elder has been started. T1 moving over towards his control ward, so they know that this flank exists. There's the Weaver's Wall as Zeus. He's on the wrong side of it for now. The tidal wave does come on in as he's looking for the Qs, and now he dives in on top of them. The Sivir does take down Guon to start this fight off, but I have a feeling that's the end of the good news. There goes Envy. It's a double for Zeus. Make it a triple, as T1 will just wipe the floor with Bro. They'll take themselves an Elder, and this may just be the end of the game.
Honestly, with a 10k gold deficit, down Soul as well, lead, the Soul lead, the everything is just too much. You know, they tried, they held on for a little bit, but T1 did their homework in this game. They got the gold lead, and that was just basically signing their name on it. Job's done, and they should just be able to take this 2-0.
Yeah, really beautifully done. Great execution on a mid-game composition as well. There were a couple of whoopsies that they did, but I think you do need to keep up the aggression with a comp like this. We've seen some of these Lucian compositions not quite work out, and Gumiushi Keria making it look pretty smooth as they will take down the Nexus. A 2-0 for T1, reclaiming that first place.
Yep, well...
These were some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.